Number 34, Installing Brick and Stone Veneer Cladding by Oliver Rogers. The wood mold brick is stacked and banded on a pallet and called a cube. The brick on this project is being cut in thickness and used as veneer. The mason in this video is using a wet saw to cut the brick down in thickness, which will include being cut into an L shape to wrap around the wall. The application this brick is being cut is for an arch. This brick on the arch is going to fit around a radius. This brick is being stacked on a scaffold board and set at the working level of the mason. The brick on this house is only for the arches. This section of the arch is for the outdoor pavilion. The mason uses the trowel to spread a full mortar bed and places the L-shaped brick, then the stretcher brick to finish the arch. Finds the right size stretcher brick because with this rough look, the sizes tend to vary. He uses a spring line set at the radius point on the plywood arch formwork. Sand is thrown on the face to allow for the formwork to come off easier. This outdoor pavilion is a cast-in-place CMU concrete structure. What are the joint sizes you're usually or normally trying to use?
3/8.
3/8, okay.
Yeah, and I put sand in the face. So when I take my form down, all I do is brush the sand out and tuck point it with mud.
Awesome.
Yeah, instead of grinding it out. And saves a step.
Looks good. The other mason on the interior side makes sure the brick is aligned at the face of the shutter and screen slot. This outdoor pavilion is enclosed by roll-down shutters and a roll-down screen. The aluminum panel seen on all three of these arches is the aluminum shutter slot panel, which the brick and the stone will adhere to. That area there is where the screen and the shutter will come down from. Once the brick veneer is installed on the arches, the Syrian rubble stone veneer contractor begins their work. The veneer is cut and chiseled to fit over the shape of the brick arch, as well as being cut and shaped to key into each other. That there with the pallets is how the rubble stone is shipped from Syria. This mason there is using a brick hammer and chisel to make sure that all of these stones key into each other. Unlike the brick veneer, which is installed in a mortar bed, and the joints struck flush at the time of installation, the rubble stone cladding joints are grouted after the installation is complete.